Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about money and changing our mindsets about money. Do you remember when we were taught about money is the root of all evil? I had to look the scripture up because I couldn't remember the scripture, but it's in First Timothy chapter 6 verse 10 that talks about the root of all evil. Money being the root of all evil. And I remember where the teachings were that money was not something you should be proud to have. It was this kind of poverty mindset that was encouraged. Do you remember? Um, I think it was I can't remember, but I think it was a Watchtower article where it talked about the dangers of going to college. And I grew up under that. And I think it was an article that came out in this maybe the late '60s or early '70s. I was born in '73, so a child of the '70s. But I remember growing up under that teaching about don't send your kids to college. And I think there's some apologists that are out and about now because I hear I hear people say, or when I go to different blogs and people say about their experiences from their family members and conversations, where there's a bit of a reversal about that, where they're saying now it's okay to go to college, and they never encourage people not to go to college. Well, look, I remember clear as the sky is blue that when I was in high school, there was definitely teachings and encouragement and downright you shouldn't send your kids to college um, theme that was going around, and it wasn't just my congregation. It was, it was a thing. It was a thing. So I really had to change my mindset about money, and that it's okay to invest in yourself for so you can take care of yourself or your family, to be able to give someone who needs assistance, um, be able to donate money to charities or to someone in your community who needs a helping hand. You have to to be able to be financially sound so you can be in a position to be able to provide support to someone who needs it. And so growing up under that poverty mindset where poverty was it was a badge of honor, to where God wanted you to be poor. God wanted you to be without. And I just understand why was it such a rush to struggle. Why was there not any encouragement or teachings to invest in oneself, to do the best that you can with this life that you get. You get this one life. Well, remember, a lot of it was because this doomsday concept of this world, this system's not going to be around long anyway. So why even bother investing? Why even bother to buy a house? Why even bother to invest in your education so that you can pursue a profession or career or something that you find worthwhile for your time? So it took me a while to get out of that, and even now I'm not as good as I should be as far as you know preparing for my retirement and all this. Like I just started doing that a few years ago. I mean, isn't that something? Like I have not been an active member since I was 19, but those teachings were still engraved in my brain, and to break out of those mindsets, those strongholds, those that primary developmental training that we receive, to come out of that, and it has to be done deliberately. Like you really have to educate yourself and make a decision that you are going to make different choices. Um, but I was just thinking about that. So, wow, where did I get these ideas about money? About this delusional uh, thinking that everything is just going to be okay, without making any kind of plan whatsoever. And you have to plan. Like, you have to be adult about it. You have to be smart about it. There's so many different free tools and information that will show you how to, to prepare and to save and to be better with your money, making a budget, being responsible. But I just think it's just very interesting that, I just don't remember. I just remember that money was really talked against, except when it came to donating. I remember you had to give money to the governing body, or to Bethel, or whatever it was going to. So I remember what they would always ask for money. I don't remember any of the materials being free when you went to the conventions. You always had to pay something. And, just like, wow, like that was such a that thought stayed in my head rent free for many years. The idea that money is evil, that money is evil. Now, the Bible does talk about the love of money, which I can imagine is when you put everything aside for money, like your family, yourself, your well being, for the pursuit of. I mean, that's not living a very balanced life. But the fact of just saying that money is evil, money is a tool. Money is a tool. It allows us to live in the society that we currently find ourselves in. It allows us to purchase shelter, to buy a home, to get food, to help somebody else, to create a space for ourselves and for our families. And it allows us to build and create communities and and schools and all kind of things. Money is a tool. And but just thinking about the poor money management skills that I got from my parents, and then they were impacted by the religious teachings which they passed on to us, of kind of not worrying about the future, because this system of things is not going to be here anyway. So to have that type of destructive mindset of throwing everything up in the wind because it doesn't matter anyway. That was not sustainable. It was not sustainable, and it was really poor financial literacy, or just no financial literacy at all. So as an adult, I've had to teach myself. Um, my work goes to the financial classes, retirement planning classes. Looking at my budget, making better decisions, planning ahead, saving. All those things that I wish I had done earlier. But as I say, better late than never. So just being able to take hold of my life and to have a better understanding of finances, and to again replace another false thought with truth. And that false teaching is about money is evil. Money is not evil. Money is a tool. It's only like anything. If you get out of balance with life, then it becomes destructive, and it's can impact you negatively in that regards. But money itself, money is just a tool, and you have to be smart with it and responsible. Yeah, you have to respect it. It's energy. So we have to make sure we know about it, understand it, account for it, and just be responsible with it. And I am learning about money and how to manage it and how to prepare better for my future. I don't want to work for the rest of my life. I want to be able to stop at some point. And also how I even think about work. Having a better mindset about that as well, and what I choose to do for work. Make sure I'm doing something that I enjoy and that is something that I get fulfillment out of. So another thing, as I said earlier, this is a process. Just when you think that, oh, I think I'm pretty good, something else pops up. But that's part of life, right? That's part of life. Being able to acknowledge that and identify that, and then when you acknowledge it, be willing to do something about it. Be brave enough to do something about it, so that you can have a different outcome. So that's my thought for today. Money. Learning to let go of that old thinking that we were taught that money is the root of all evil. It's when you get things out of balance, like anything, it's going to have a negative impact on your life. The money itself is a tool, and we just have to learn to use it wisely. And there are plenty of scriptures in the Bible that talk about wise investments and being responsible with income. Plenty of parables and scriptures. So until next time, take care of yourself, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.